What is going on, folk? My name is NimbleThor, and welcome back to my mobile gaming quest, where today we are playing Smashy Duo, which is a rather unique arcade casual action game. I guess that's one way of describing this game. It's basically tennis, but then mixed with zombies, because why not? I mean, we're in 2019, and I guess game developers have to keep coming up with new game ideas. Now, one of the great appeals of this game is that there are over 100 sets of units to unlock. Look at this. Look at so many units we've got waiting for us here. We have, how many do we have? I think we've got some Chinese ones. Look at this. We've got these guys, the Red Lion and the Wealthy God and the Lucky God. We've also got some of the festive ones. We were using the Santa Claus and Rudolph set before. Now, these are all just cosmetics. They don't really change your strength in the game. They don't really change the gameplay elements. But let's pick Spiky and Alfro here, and then let's go have a look at what actually does change the gameplay. And that is, of course, the upgrades. And so here we've got the Inferno power-up, we've got the Chain Lightning power-up, and we've got a Frost Blast power-up. All of these we can upgrade to become even stronger, but we can also, of course, spend our currency on actually buying new units instead. And we can do that over here by clicking this evil machine here. We're gonna spend 100 in-game gold, and let's hope for something new. Let's hope for something pretty badass. What are we gonna get here? We've got Kong and Zilla. That's pretty cool, actually, and still relevant at the moment since the Godzilla movie released somewhat recently, I believe. Not really too big on monster movies myself, but hey, if you're into that, you can at least get one of those costumes here in this game. Now, apart from the endless mode, we've also got a boss monster mode over here, which is a bit different in that it's obviously not endless, but instead we have to count down from 40, at least in the level we're at right now, and then we just have to survive until we get to 0. You guys can see we hit a new zombie every time, and once all of these zombies have been defeated, we're then good to move on to the next round. And then once we get to the boss at the very end, if we defeat that one, I think we're gonna be rewarded with a unique cosmetic set or a new duo, a new tennis duo. So the reward isn't really that great. You're most likely just gonna enjoy this because of the challenge, because it is rather challenging already, I would say. It's actually not that easy to time these taps correctly. But of course, I forgot to even describe what's actually going on here. So, oh no, King Kong died. Oh man. So the concept of the game is that we have to tap the correct side of the screen when the ball hits that side of the screen. So for example, when it hits King Kong's side, we have to tap the left side of the screen, and when it hits Godzilla's side, we have to tap the right side of the screen. And then as we move on, slowly but steadily, things will start speeding up and it will become more and more difficult. And this is especially true for the endless mode, of course, where we can keep going much further than just 40 points. And we'll try to do that before the end of this video. But I want to first show you guys the story game mode, or the campaign game mode, which is the last out of these 3 different game modes that this otherwise endless game has to offer. And I mean, considering that it is an endless game, this game certainly has more to offer than the vast majority of endless games out there because of these 2 other game modes. Beware of tricky ball movement. Okay, we'll try to be aware of that. Oh, wow, that was quick. This is going much, much faster. Look at this. Oh man, I'm stressed out already, but at least we can see our power-ups being put to good use here. They appear randomly, or they trigger randomly, I think. Haven't really found any way to trigger them manually, at least. So we just have to keep going and hope that we're gonna activate some of those power-ups to help us out when we are in need. Oh no! Wait, is that Aladdin? Is that Aladdin? Oh man, if Disney knew this. If only Disney knew, you guys would be sued by the Disney banhammer. But I guess maybe it's okay to make interpretations of known characters, not really sure. But in any case, I can't help but feel that a multiplayer game mode would be absolutely amazing in this game. We sadly don't have that, and this game isn't brand new anymore. I think it released initially all the way back in 2017. So the chances of the developers adding a multiplayer game mode at this point, I would say, are probably pretty slim, sadly. But it would have been so great, and hopefully there's another developer out there that will eventually make such a game. Because tennis, of course, is great for multiplayer, and killing zombies, I mean, killing zombies is always great with friends, right? Just look at Left 4 Dead, for example. If you guys have played that, that's obviously a PC game, a co-op PC game, but it's a lot of fun, and there is really nothing better than killing zombies with your best friends. Now, as for how Smashy Duo monetizes, we've got a $3 in-app purchase that allows us to remove all the advertisements, and it also gives us a permanent coin doubler. But there's also a few other in-app purchases going up to around $10 to buy more gold. But it's not really necessary to buy any of that, honestly. You're gonna be just fine. It's only there to unlock more cosmetic items after all, not really to change the gameplay, except, of course, for upgrading these different upgrades of these power-ups over here. So as with many arcade games, I think Smashy Duo will eventually grow a bit stale and to some extent repetitive as well. But for a quick casual game, this is really not bad, and at least the concept is much more unique than your average casual arcade game out there. But that's just my opinion, of course. Be sure to let me know what you think yourself in the comment section down below. And now it's time for the mobile gaming news of the day, which is that RuneScape's parent company, Fukong, has put Jagex, which is the developer and publisher of RuneScape, up for sale at this point. And this is really interesting to me because it's only been a few years, I think, since they bought Jagex in the first place. But apparently Fukong now wants to sell because I think they have a lot of debt that they're trying to pay off. So they'll be selling Jagex for about $530 million US as far as I've heard. So yeah, if you've got that kind of money lying around and you want to own RuneScape, now's your time to hit. I just hope that they won't sell to someone like EA, for example, because that could mean that we would start seeing horrible monetization practices introduced into RuneScape, which would be such a shame because RuneScape, in my opinion, is one of the very few MMORPGs out there that actually have a fantastic monetization strategy. I'll of course let you guys know as soon as we know more about this sale, but for now, I just hope you enjoyed today's video, that you'll leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and you're interested in more mobile gaming content, and until next time, just keep gaming, stay awesome, and I'll see you guys around.